Honest J. Nowak. Coming at you live. Alright. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to some more Honest J. Nowak. So here we go with some more stuff, because today's marathon stretch is certainly going to be a little more in-depth, pretty much. So let's just get going with number 797, which involves traffic. Now, whether you look at it through a bird's eye lens or a worm's eye lens, or basically from any sort of angle, traffic can in fact be quite a big disruption in most modern communities. Of all cars that could potentially go anywhere in the entire country or even the world, none of which seem to fly, which is a complete problem for so many of us. It is not even an unrealistic long-term goal anymore, unlike what happened 35 years ago, because we are indeed living in the future that had been depicted so many times in pop culture, and yet we just can't seem to get a grip on how much progress matters. And that's only because wars, pandemics, child abuse. Of course, you could go ahead and look at my previous episode on parenting, but again, the problems are just absolutely escalating, and I could go on for a long time on how horrible this whole entire year is, this whole entire event has been. For something like this, man, I am just not joking around anymore. I really feel like I'm gonna go insane, but oh man. Just looking at something like this though, traffic is a real big problem. It's one of the main reasons why I intend to do a lot of big changes to this country. So many changes that are rightfully needed. And I'll go ahead and explain why right away. Traffic is indeed a huge problem for a variety of reasons. A couple of them would be, for the most part, it's very, very, very much polluting. Our entire ecosystem is practically at stake here, with all the operations that are bent to get rid of plastic from all the world's oceans, from all of the things that are related to recycling rather than throwing things out in the trash, into incinerators where they could possibly be transformed into even worse pollutants and gases that we already have to suffer from for all this time. And then we also can't forget about how much important it is to basically get as much resources together to pretty much save as much money as you could possibly do. And you really got to look at all the things around here, all the facts that pretty much delve from so many different organizations and all these companies that are bent on getting this world back in better shape than it already has been. But again, that's just part of the reason. Traffic is a big deal, the way I see it. Millions of cars are all lined up at a point where it's just unbelievable. Like, who would ever want to go to downtown Manhattan, or down in Los Angeles, or down in Tallahassee, or down in Columbus, or down in Milwaukee, or down in Duluth, or down in Bismarck, or down in freaking Billings and Spokane? Who would ever do that? Just to get themselves in traffic and end up for like 29 hours without even moving a single inch. That may be an over-exaggeration, but man, you never know what the possibilities of the future might unfold if things like this are going to continue to stick around. But I'd rather not deal with all the known philosophies of how people are going to see life as it is, because I'm just rather not get involved in that kind of stuff. I'd rather stick to the facts all day long. No excuses. But anyways, I feel like I'll just hold up my gripes on that part, because I still do have a few other things I will go ahead and talk about. But for my next new crossover, is set to begin. So if you want to see more go down on my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.